Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here at Sarah Kennedy and Friends. I am, which one do you think? I'm the Sarah Kennedy part. I am a comedian who has performed all over the place. I've been on the Today Show and MTV, and I have gotten a chance to meet some of the funniest, coolest people all across this great land. And on a day like today, I'm super thankful for all of them, and I'm super excited to get to introduce them to you. Today's show has Bobby Hankinson and Royal Wood on it, and also some videos from Carmen Lagala and Sam Evans, Tyler Jackson, and Blackout Theater Company. So what are we waiting for? We should just jump in. Let's do it.
Sarah Kennedy.
That theme song every time. A big thanks to Doug from The Box for making all this happen. He made my logo for me. He made my theme song. He made this whole little jazzy setup I got going on. I would be nothing without The Box. This show is done in cahoots with them, and anything that they put out, quality. You should check it out, and that counts this show too. Okay, we got a big show. As usual, I wrote everything that I need to that's important on cards. Today's cards are, in fact, the save the dates from my canceled wedding. So, bittersweet, but they were around, and there are 250 of them. So we may have them for a couple more shows here. By the way, yeah, take a look at that. Isn't that not the greatest save the date you've ever seen in your whole life? We look good. Also, as you know, I will either do a half-assed monologue or not one at all, and I've decided to just outsource it this week. So here, and you guys loved him last time, so we brought him back too. Tyler Jackson is an amazing comedian based out of LA right now, but he's from Chicago. He goes all over the place. He has TJ Axon on Venmo. That's also, I think, his Twitter name too. Send him money now, but definitely send him money after you see his 2-minute news minute, which is happening right now.
Hey everybody, I'm Tyler Jackson. It's November 27th, unless you're watching Sarah Kennedy and Friends, in which case, happy Thanksgiving. It's time for the 2-minute news minute. Let's start the clock. Despite CDC warnings to stay home, nearly 5 million travelers have flown this week, potentially leading to another COVID spike. Although eating dinner with people right before killing them, what could be more Thanksgiving than that, huh? Because of the pandemic this year, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade route was reduced from 2.5 miles to just 1 block in front of their New York flagship store. The performances were also significantly cut down and included half a song from Cats, 2 of the BTS guys, and a balloon of Snoopy's arm. On Tuesday, Donald Trump took part in the White House tradition by pardoning 2 turkeys for Thanksgiving. Due to their proximity to the president during the event, the turkeys will now quarantine in the East Wing for 14 days. In the first of several expected pardons during the lame duck period, Trump has pardoned former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Other expected pardons include Joe Exotic, himself, the Hamburglar, Plankton, Hoggish Greedley, and Juice from Blank Check. Juice was just a pawn in Preston Waters' sick game. The Supreme Court has ruled that New York cannot enforce limits on the number of people attending church services as part of their COVID protection measures. The city's Catholic diocese celebrated the victory by singing some hymns and then all lining up to drink from the same cup. By the way, if you're enjoying this, follow me on everything at TJaxkison for more 2-minute news minute videos. Baltimore County Public School students got an extra day off of Zoom class this week when the school system's network was shut down by a ransomware attack. The hackers demand no more homework. This week, Comcast announced that starting January 1st, all of its internet customers will have a 1.2 terabyte data cap, which means that once you hit that cap, you'll experience like data crap, am I right? The One American News Network has been suspended from YouTube for a week for violating the site's COVID misinformation policy. Sounds like OAN got owned. Johnny Depp has officially been replaced as Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts series by Mads Mikkelsen, while Depp himself has been recast as one of the monsters. Finally, due to a mutated strain of COVID, Denmark is killing over 15 million minks and burying them in shallow graves. But due to gas buildup, the bodies are rising to the surface, making them officially the most luxurious zombies, darling. Brains, you say? I suppose I could have a little nibble. Nom, 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 nom.
That's it. That's the 2-minute news minute. Oh man, you guys, like I said before, you have to send money to Tyler. He earns it. All that news in such a little amount of time. And that mink thing is real. The gas bubbles are making them rise again. I don't like it. But I do like Tyler. And so let me just make this a little bit bigger. Please support Tyler Jackson. He is T Jackson on Venmo. Man, that's a memorable Venmo name. If you've never used Venmo before, you can just put cash in a brown paper sack and drop it outside of my house, and I will make sure that Tyler gets it eventually. Okay. What a time. What a day. We're having a really good time. I'm saying this alone in my closet, so we should probably get another human being in here. Otherwise, it's going to get real weird. Because it's now, it's time for a guest. Our first guest is one of my absolute favorite people. I know I say that a lot because I also book this show, and I don't book people I don't like. So our first guest tonight is a mainstay, an absolute vital part of the Albuquerque comedy scene. He is one of my favorite people around, and I'm super excited for you guys to get a chance to see him. Please welcome to the stream, Royal Wood.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the bottom of the Amistad 2. Nah, I'm just playing. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Myself, I'm doing absolutely fantastic. I got this super sweet sweater. You see this? You see these colors? Oh, yeah. So main thing is a lot of comics right now, we all got like COVID jokes, coronavirus jokes and everything. My thing is, people need to hear about what happened to me. People need to hear about what happened to your boy, Daddy Fresh. So let me tell you, I actually got sober. Yeah. March 16th, 2020, that I'm done, So I pretty much said, like, I'm done. I'm done doing all that stuff, So then I hit my 30-day mark, and I felt great. I posted it up on Facebook, 30 days sober. Great. All of a sudden, I got a whole bunch of DMs with a whole bunch of titties. I'm sorry. I know this is like a family show. I know this is a family situation, but yeah, guys, this bling, bling, bling. I kept like getting a notification. I was like, wow. And then I thought about something. If this is what's supposed to happen, I should have been sober a long time ago. So, I mean, it was great for your boy for about a good month. So then, here's what happened. Everything. All the marches. George Floyd. Breonna Taylor. Okay? A lot of people should be here right now, but they're not. The marches started, the riots started, and it started getting rough. It started getting real bad. And then all this civil unrest, the social movement. Some white girl said, hey, show your titty for Black Lives Matter on Facebook. And I thought, hey, white girl, that's adorable and hilarious. So I shared it. Once again, super surprised to the fact that I actually got titty pictures. That's something that happened. I'm not going to go show y'all my Facebook. No, we're not going to do that. But just let you know that did happen. Now, during all this like COVID everything, we're trying to start different ways to do new shows. My friend Sarah Kennedy, she's got this wonderful show right now, But even before then, a friend of mine, a lady friend, she said, hey, Roy, I want you to do my show. And I was like, I don't know, with COVID-19, and I don't know if I really want to try to do more shows like this. And she's like, well, if you do my show, I'll show you my breasts. And I was like, ma'am, I've been getting breast pictures because I am sober and I am Black. You better come with better bargaining chips. And she did. So, long story short, if you are Black and sober, there's a 200% chance that you might see a titty. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Also, real fast, I do want to give a shout out to Sarah Kennedy. I want to give a shout out to The Box. I just got my minute, but you know what? Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. You know what? Things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. They have to get better because, I mean, look where we're at right now. I'm at the bottom of the Amistad with my Walmart TV. Yeah, it's a thing. So, but we're going to get better. So thank y'all so much. I'm going to swing it back over to Sarah. or we could just snap, yo,
Ah,
that was
good
timing.
job, Royal. Royal, that was great. That was great. Good job.
Thank you.
Man, you got-
to be honest, first set that I've first set that I've done since. It's gonna need some work. I ain't gonna lie, but you know what? I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing the show. So, the music, the whole music that you had me and Bobby on. Oh, fantastic! So
everybody heard it too. Yeah, that's that pre-show. Oh, there's your minute done. There we go. Yeah, I'm super excited about everything about this show. It's like my favorite colors. It's my favorite everything.
Oh, right. I like the background.
So, okay, I've got questions to ask you, like real important, like talk show questions. So, first off, also, this is important. Your hat, coveted. People want it.
Yeah. People want it. You can't have it. Sorry. That's what it is.
Okay, so you really recently just tried Topo Chico.
Wait, what happened?
You recently tried Topo Chico, the seltzer brand?
Listen, so I've been on a seltzer water kick. You know, I've done the Pellegrinos, the Perriers, and then, you know, I was just testing the waters or whatever, saying, what was better?
Sparkling waters.
And then, and then somebody said Topo Chico, and I was like, what is that? And I've seen it. I've seen it in like grocery stores and stuff. I never tried it, and so I did. And girl, everything about Topo Chico is my life. You know what? I mean, I love being on this stream with you right now, but a piece of me is like, let me get done so I give me some Topo Chico. But I mean, yes, it has changed my life forever. So, but next
time we have a show, I won't give you a drink ticket. I'll just give you a bottle of Topo Chico. And just
you know what?
Cute.
Fair. You know what? In all the contracts, there better be a bottle of Topo Chico. And you know what? I may be a little prima donna and ask in a glass, not in a can. So, I mean, just...
Nice. No, that's the only way to do it. You're not wrong. Okay, next question. There are 3 things that you say that you don't mess with. One of them is ghosts in the spirit world. The other one is snakes. And then the third one, I found this to be surprising. Penguins.
Yeah.
Could you talk us through why you won't mess with penguins?
Yeah, because they're worth. I'm sorry, they're not. They're worthless. I mean, yeah. I'm very strong about this. Unless you're in Alaska or in the Arctic, and I don't know a lot of people who just want to go to Alaska. I know like maybe one dude, and he came back to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
So, but okay. So I put it like this. Yeah, they're cute. But that's it. I looked up online one day, what is the purpose of a penguin? And online said, hey, Royal, the purpose of a penguin is for fodder for sea whales. And I'm like, whoa, come on, dude. Like all these stories, like Morgan Freeman just sitting there narrating this stuff about the March of the Penguins. You know what? And the March of the Penguins too, okay? And that's how much everybody loves penguins. I just don't, I'm not a fan, you know? Like, okay, I'll put it like this. If we were in an apocalypse, right? I would honestly try to use animals not just as like food, but as like another sort of like usage, as like a giraffe could be like a ladder, you know, or a lion could be like a guard dog. What are we gonna use penguins for? All right, unless
business meetings.
I get what you're saying, and I love your logic, but I hate that I love it. Okay, that's what it is. It just burns in my heart. Sarah, all right, you know I can't just like argue your logic. Ugh.
Okay, I got one last question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
So we were talking about this before the show, actually. So you and I both lived in Comedy Mansion,
right?
And then we had like a little bit of like crossover before I moved to New York. But Comedy Mansion, for people who don't know, was just a big old house that a bunch of comedians lived in.
It was a comedy hub. It was pretty much a comedy hub.
It was big. So do you have any favorite stories from your time at Comedy Mansion that you wanted to talk about or share with people?
Oh, I'll put it like this: the stories that I can remember.
That's a good story. Yeah. But no, the good stories are the ones you can't.
Because I mean, I know there's been times where I had to like, if anything, total recall, be like, so what happened that night? But honestly, we were able to put on shows in that place. So that was like one of my favorite things. I know one of my birthdays, I actually did a show over there. It was like Drew Wayne, Nick Starr. I think Kevin was on the show, Kevin Baca. So I mean, it was just a fun time. So really, it was just the fact that it was a place where people could not just work on comedy, but can be like conjugate in comedy, if you will. So like, I don't have a story because like that house has so many of them. So like, I can't.
Yes, no, you've nailed it. You've nailed the question. It's not a test. Also, we're just hanging out.
It's Thanksgiving. Like, I'm not there. I had an edible before, so I mean, I'm just saying.
Did you say grace before that, Royal?
No. This is before. But
okay, that's fair.
But before you let me go, Sarah, I do want to say I miss you. I miss your face. You're doing an amazing job at the show. I really like it. Tell Kelly I said hi, and I miss her too. And anything else, I'm back on Facebook, so you're gonna see a lot of my BS. So there's that.
Well, we're happy to have you back, and thank you so much for doing this. But I'm gonna let you go.
All right, take care.
No problem. Bye. Okay, you guys, that was Royal Wood. Please support him. Find him. He's back on Facebook, so just go follow him there. And then you can, because to be fair, when he asked about Topo Chico, he didn't even ask about Topo Chico. He asked Perrier or the other P1, and people were like, none of that, man. Topo Chico. And thanks everybody for stepping in and intervening there. Okay, it's time for segment. I don't know. I'm certain that you guys saw in the news over the past week that the tree from the Rockefeller Center was delivered to 30 Rockefeller Center. It's the tree for the center, so that would be where it would go. The tree is messed up. You guys, let's bring this in a little bit bigger. In fact, let's go even bigger than this because it's a big tree. The bottom is all messed up. And when they were putting it up, a big chunk fell off. Like when you're eating broccoli and then all of a sudden like your fork just snags a piece of the tree part. So that's what happened to the Rockefeller tree. And then they found like a live owl in it. It's been it's the 2020 of trees for sure. And one of the best things about this is that two comedians who I just adore beyond adoration are Carmen Lagala and Sam Evans, and they made this video talking about the Rockefeller Center tree. And you can go ahead and Venmo them right now. I promise you it's going to be worth your money. They are Carmen Lagala and really Sam Evans on Venmo. And I'll show this again at the end of the video, but please enjoy their video about the Rockefeller tree. Oh, no, I know where it's at. Let's see, oh gosh. Here we go.
Christmas trees? Is that you?
Sam? Oh my God, it's been forever.
God, you look amazing. You look thick, full, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have to get up early tomorrow for a thing.
I heard Rockefeller Center. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's huge, right? Let's go get a drink to celebrate.
I'm free.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Round of shots of sap for the table.
What?
So you eat mostly mice? He's cute, right?
Sure.
I'm gonna take him home.
All right. I think that's anti-Semitic.
I am a Christmas tree, bitch. Oh, shit.
Don't you have to get up early in the morning?
I have to listen to you. You're not Smokey the Bear. Woo!
Oh, Christmas you! Oh, Christmas you! Holy God!
Oh no. Where are we spinning? Do I look good? What? I'm the Rockefeller Christmas tree, bitch. Okay. Do I look okay? I don't feel good. Call me.
It's so good. And I'm not the only one who thinks so. It's so good. So if again, knowing that Carmen and Sam make such incredible content like this and were able to share it with us, please go to their Venmo and send them a couple bucks. If you don't know how to use Venmo, again, a cash in a brown paper sack outside of my house is acceptable. I will make sure that it is sanitized before I send it to them. care of that owl. Okay, so we've got, you know what? It's time for guest, which is another segment, but featuring a guest. And I mentioned at the beginning of the show that this is Sarah Kennedy and Friends, and we already saw that Royal is one of my nearest and dearest friends. So is our next guest. Fancy card. He is the creator and host of the Time Out New York and New York Times Critics Pick LGBT storytelling show Queendom, and he's here right now for you. You guys are going to love him. Please welcome Bobby Hankinson.
Hello! I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me, Sarah. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I am coming at you live here from my couch, which is also my office and my break room, and it's my bed and my eat-in kitchen and my yoga mat and my jerk-off pad. Can we talk about it? Can we get a little naughty on this? Are we late enough now? Are we like Thanksgiving after dark? We put Mima and the kids to bed, and finally we can kind of like uncork that fourth or fifth case of wine, because I cannot be the only one rubbing one out 3 to 10 times a day. Okay, now you're gonna like for apprehensive obligatory applause or heart react for the lone woo in the back of the room. That's how we do virtual comedy now, you guys. Anyway, like everyone working from home, you know, my days are just a series of jerking off breaks between checking emails. By the end of my week, I swear it's just like working with a pixie stick, just shooting dust. And I don't even bother going on all the apps I used to anymore, because what's the point? You know, I'm being responsible. I'm not meeting up anybody. So what am I going to do? Make small talk? Like, that's like going through all the trouble of like doing something really annoying, like, I don't know, working on your taxes and keeping receipts and going over your books, and you still don't get to come in the end. Now, I'm not sure how many scientists we have out there in the room, anyone in the back, but let me tell you a simple law of science, which is that gay, horny energy can be neither created nor destroyed. It has to go somewhere. And so I am telling you that it is happening on Instagram on the close friends list. That's right. All of this gay, horny energy is happening on Instagram all around you. We are doing to Instagram what we once did to truck stop bathrooms and Republican senators. Okay. That's how it's happening. And listen, I used to be a girl with morals, okay? No genitals and face in the same frame, always use an alias, never have any identifying marks or tattoos or any kind of clue that might be able to lead Lisbeth Salander back to me someday. But not anymore. Something about, I don't know, the way our whole society started collapsing all around us that just made me realize, who cares? I mean, I am showing it all. I mean, all. I am on my Instagram in my apartment, full face in the shot, full shot on my face. And my real profile with like my Christian name and like a W-9, it's basically an OnlyFans account without a business plan. But what am I afraid of? Like, who's going to like find it and what? I'm going to get in trouble? Like, if Elizabeth Warren couldn't be president, it's not like I had a chance anyway. You know what I mean? But the upshot of all of it, I have to say, is that my nudes game is leveling up like never before. Like, when I would take a dick pic before, I'm sure as anyone here would understand who among us, it's always in the heat of the moment. It's always like finding Bigfoot. It's always a scramble, like very like frantic. But these days I have nothing but time, man. I could really get in there and sort of like explore light and angle and really play in the space. I took a picture of my own ass the other day that made me Google if it's possible to legally require my loved ones to laser cut it on my tombstone. Because that is how I want to go. Face down, ass up. That's the way I like to be memorialized. You know what I mean? It's been nice, though. I've been meeting people. It's been making me feel less isolated. I've been meeting just like just the nicest perverts. And my favorite ones are the ones that are always like, listen, I'm working on this project. I'd love to collaborate. Hoping to make like, I don't know, maybe it'll be like a gallery show or maybe a coffee table book. And it's about masculinity and empowerment and vulnerability. And all you got to do is send me 3 to 4 pictures of your erect penis. It's like, hold on there, Sherry Pie. If you wanted to see me naked, you just had to ask. You don't have to make me look at your art. All right, everybody. I'm Bobby Hankinson. This has been so much fun. There's so much show left. We've got Lin-Manuel Miranda and Pentatonics coming up. But first, back to Sarah Kennedy.
Bobby, That was great. And also, way to spoil that Lin-Manuel Miranda is going to be
Oh
on the
no,
show.
I didn't thought it was on the press release.
Yeah, no, I asked for a picture and he just sent me one of him going like, I was like, yeah, we'll just
Classic
skip the
Lin.
picture. Yeah. Thank you so much for performing. That was amazing.
Thank you. It's been so long since I talked to human people, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know. It seems like you've been pretty busy. I am
Not doing
okay.
a lot of talking.
Sure, fair. That's very fair. Okay, I've got important talk show questions.
Wow.
Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Great. So I've been asking people who are on the show, especially the ones that are located in New York, which do you prefer, knowing that comedy is not comedy right now? Do you like an outside show or an online show?
Ooh, online. Online show, I'd have to say. The outside
Thanks, good
shows,
choice.
I think, are just impossible for people. Even if you can pull it off as like safely and whatever, which is the number one most important factor. But so assuming you can do that, I just think it's hard because the sound disperses so quickly, and it just like it's like performing in the vacuum of space.
Mhm.
Where even though this is performing in like an electric void of sorts, it's just different. And when you're like looking at people, and it's just masks on and silent, and it's like very unnerving, like a scene from Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Good choice and great explanation for that. Hey, what's the future of Queendom right now?
Oh my god!
Kinda...
Wow, just keeping it light and friendly, just fun and flirty. Well, Queendom is going to is going to be. It is in the process of becoming in the metamorphosis of a book available early 2021. I actually just got the typeset proofs back the other day. It will be fully titled "Welcome to Queendom" with featuring many wonderful, brilliant LGBTQ writers with connections to New York City, including the lovely Kelly, of course. And that book, and a foreword by Alan Cumming. And it's going to be available where you get books in the spring or early 2021.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I knew about the book. I just wanted you to talk about the book.
Thank
That
you.
was
I was
great.
like, wait, are you asking about like my comedy career? Because honestly, it's a loaded question, and I might have to give you a copay if you're going to listen to it.
That's great. I'm not making any money off of comedy right now, so that would be wonderful. Okay. So this is really nothing to do with your career at all.
Great.
But the
Love
Grammy nominees came out this week, and just because you were like such a pop culture guru and a person who I turn to for the best takes on things, not even knowing who got nominated for Album of the Year, who did your favorite album this year? Whose music were you like?
Oh man, that is a great question. I think there's been like a lot of great pop albums that happened so quickly we could like barely even like take them all in. So I mean, I obviously loved the Carly Rae Jepsen release. I thought that was obviously what we needed. Chromatica was a bit of a letdown. I wasn't super into the Kylie album either. There's been like a lot of, I think like Sophie Ellis Baxter released a few like reissues of things that have like definitely made their way into like my fall rotations. Shamir released a bunch of stuff I really loved. Man, like a ton of stuff that I will send you a link to my full fall playlist.
I am not noticing folklore anywhere on your.
As you know,
Yes.
famously, I am not a Swiftie. In fact, the other day, my husband, to prank me, made the Google start playing Taylor Swift while I was in the shower, and I yelled, "Stop playing this White Devil," and the Google stopped. So I'm just saying that someone has sat down with Google and was like, "Listen,
People are going to
it
call
knows.
Taylor Swift White Devil." Or was it your Google thinking you were calling it the White Devil? And it was like, oh,
No,
I'm
it
sorry.
knows.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, the Google knows. The Google and I'm a great manager, and I manage a team of 3 Google Homes. And I feel like they know that they're respected. They always give me like world's greatest boss mugs. It's, they know they're appreciated and loved.
Good. That's fair. Okay, those were my main questions. And plus, that means that we get to move into. It's a little bit different than a segment. It's a bit. You know what I mean? Like it's the thing that we get to do together, which is my favorite part of pretty much every show that I've done so far. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Okay, let me tell the people. Okay, you guys, today, because it is Thanksgiving, there was the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. There she is. And it was super weird because they had to shorten down the entire parade route from like 6 miles down to 1 square block, like you heard in Tyler's monologue earlier. And there was no crowds except for all the performers. That was really not the safest. But then they also did the balloons, but being pulled by cars. And there was a whole bunch of stuff that they were trying to do to make it safer. It felt pretty paradey. But I think that Bobby and I can do better. And I think we can actually make it sassier. So our bit today, I'm super excited to introduce it, is Shade the Parade. Let's bring him back. Oh,
Hello,
hi, Bobby.
Sarah. So happy to be here today.
I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much for doing this. Oh gosh, bring you up. Where are you at? Where do we? You got so cuddly and warm in the last couple minutes.
Well, I feel like I have to do like the full Roker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do.
I have
Yeah.
to be there and ready just to receive and be like, "Hey, everyone!" And
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, let me put on. I'll just make this look like
you gotta get
it's
festive. for it.
another Macy's Day Parade. Yes, we're so excited. Okay, so here's how Shade the Parade works. We have famous balloons from throughout the history of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and Bobby and I are gonna comment on them and throw a little shade their way and be a little roasty, light roasted. You know what I mean? Keeping it kind of healthy. Okay, so here is our first entry into the Shade the Parade. Oh, coming down Main Street right now, it's Smokey Bear. I've been told it's Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear, even though the rest of my life has been a huge lie.
You know, Smokey the Bear has definitely gone through a rebrand lately. Originally against forest fires, these days pro legalization.
Oh,
He
interesting.
hates forest fires, but he loves blazing trees.
I heard that he was rumored to have a new slogan coming down the line, which was just "Stop all the damn gender reveal parties." He is, of course, filled with 9,920 cubic feet of very flammable helium, so it makes him ultimately a hypocrite.
Also, this year's Smokey the Bear, of course, sponsored by Scruff.
Great, that is fantastic. So you guys see, this is how Shade the Parade works. We've got another classic balloon coming up now, coming down Main Street. We've got Betty Boop.
Betty
Oh.
Boop, famously a horny baby of some kind.
She's in love with the moon, and we love her for it.
She's the original WAP. WAP, WAP. That's Betty Boop. Yeah, right. That's what I want to say. Park that Model T right in my little garage. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Yeah.
That actually makes me wonder if Boop is some sort of disgusting acronym.
Well, she is like a very sexy Cupid doll. You know,
She is.
that's her thing. And you know what? We love her for it. We don't disrespect. We
No,
love her
she
for it.
requires 40 handlers, just like any great woman. Look, they love it.
Well, you know what they say? Behind every great woman is 40 handlers. Famously.
And they got to handle all that 425 pounds there in the Betty Boop. All right, great. This is going so well. We are shading the hell out of this parade, and I am here for it. I made this graphic too, and I really think that it's maybe one of the highlights of this bit. So.
I think it has to be a tradition now every year.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, speaking of traditions, we have one of the all-time most beloved balloons coming up next. Truly a timeless, couldn't be replaced feature of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite. Coming down Main Street right now, we've got Ask Jeeves. Jeeves of Ask Jeeves.
A real fact about Ash Jeeves, he was retired after 2001, came back in 2004, but with a tan. And what they don't tell you is he also came back without a wedding ring and a new friend named Armando, but nobody wants to ask Jeeves about that.
Oh! Jeeves is pictured here carrying the keys of information, which after retiring were passed on to DJ Khaled. Also, Ask Jeeves is 70 feet tall, and I did have to Google that information. That's Ask Jeeves, everybody.
Ask Jeeves is just like when you want Cora to be more disappointing. You're like,
That's
I
very
want I want the same value of information from Quora, but I also want viruses in my computer.
That's
You can have
correct.
both.
Did you ever use Ask Jeeves when it was popular?
Yes, for sure. I definitely had like installed like a bar that gave my family computer a virus. I also installed this like 3D computer animated parrot that would sing Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer true, and just sit in the corner like clicky, except like Clippy, except not in word processor, just like in your everyday life. It would just be sitting there on the desktop. Definitely gave my computer so many viruses. I don't even know how that's how it didn't like burn like an acid hole through my basement floor.
I feel like at this exact moment, my family had both LimeWire and BearShare. So that is just riddling, like having both open and both downloading overnight is just
the
damning
overnight
your computer to hell.
downloads. You'd go to bed and you'd wake up with 1.5 MP3s waiting for you.
You'd have like the very beginning of a Vanessa Carlton song, and then halfway through that awful impression of Bill Clinton would like come in, and then find a new version.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, Bobby, I have really enjoyed our time together. Thank you for helping me shade the parade. If you are in your apartment right now, you must be boiling wearing all that.
And I'm in front of a ring light, but you know what I am? A professional.
All right. Well, Bobby, thank you so much
Happy
for joining
Thanksgiving.
us.
Thanks for having me. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Bye. Oh man, Bobby Hankinson, everybody. He's fantastic. You should follow him everywhere. Ooh. This is important information. It's weird. Okay, so I've got a weird experience with McAfee because isn't it just as invasive as the virus that it can be trying to protect against? That seems to be my memory of the situation. But your dad worked there. I'm not trying to shade your dad. It was shade the parade, not shade your dad. Okay, let's move on to segment. I know you guys love segment just as much as you love guest. So I'm excited to bring this one to you. This is from the Blackout Theater Company. They are Blackout Theater on Venmo. I'm realizing now that some of you guys might be Cash App people. And you also may not have a plain brown paper bag to put cash inside of to drop out inside of my house. So what else could you do? Well, Blackout Theater Company does their own show occasionally called Blackout Tonight. Royal was just on one, and there's a lot of other opportunities for you to just check out and support them. And you know what? Honestly, the best way that you can support them is to enjoy this sketch from them right now. If you are not from Albuquerque, it's very important for you to know that we have a very famous lawyer here named Ron Bell, and that should just pretty much catch you up on what you need to know for this sketch. But you are going to love this the way that Jen loves us right now. Okay, here it is. The wrong bell. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I know where it's at. I got it. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it. We got it. Here's Blackout and Ron Bell.
I'm Ron Bell, personal injury attorney. That man's an imposter. Hey, don't listen to a word he says. Which one of you is the real Ron Bell? I'm Ron Bell, personal injury attorney. I'm Ron Bell, personal injury attorney. I'm Ron Bell. I drove. We've worked together for years. I went to your birthday. I bought you your first, car. I'm Ron Bell. I'm Ron Bell. No, I'm Ron Bell. I'm Ron Bell. I'm Ron Bell. Both lawyers look a bit sing. I'm Ron Bell. 2 fingers and it's Ron Bell. I am Ron Bell. I'm Ron Bell. I'm Ron Bell. I'm Ron Bell. I'm Ron Bell. Looks like you got the Ron Bell. I'm Ron Bell. Has the clone that you hired to represent you turned against you and now seeks to ruin every aspect of your life? Well, call me and I'll put an end to that. Because there's only one Ron Bell. And I ain't Bell, that is.
That's the kind of quality content that Blackout Theater Company puts out. And if you'd like to support that, please find them at Blackout Theater on Venmo and send them a couple bucks. Also, seek them out on the internet and just view and enjoy everything that they ever do. Okay, we're kind of winding down. It's been an incredible show, and I'm super excited to have gotten to spend this time with you guys on Thanksgiving of all times. During football, I've been told. Okay, well, here's the deal. I am doing this show in cahoots with the Box Theater, the Box Performance Space and Improv Theater. They are fantastic, and they have so much quality content throughout the week. This is what their website looks like. If you go to theboxabq.com, you can find out more information about what they're showing and when. Here's the deal, though, about the Box. They had something wild happen to them this week. I'll show you the picture of it right now. A car drove into the theater. Let's go ahead and just zoom in on that just a little bit here. That's the corner of 2nd and Gold here in Albuquerque. And you cannot go this fast on 2nd and Gold. Like, definitely not legally, but I don't even think physically. So something evil magic must have happened to lift this car up and throw it through the front of the Box. It is the most 2020 thing to happen. And this is saying that you can literally say that week after week and it's always true. But you guys, you got to admit, this is the most 2020 thing that could possibly have happened to the Box this week. Kristen and Doug are finding out more information about what needs to be done to their space to restore it. And in the meantime, they have asked that all of us just enjoy the stuff that we're all doing on their streaming platforms. And so I thank all of you for watching the show tonight. This does help carry on the spirit of the Box, but also please go to theboxabq.com and find out some more information about their other shows, watch them, support them. And as more information comes out, support the Box however they need to be supported. So yeah, you know, that's wild. And it's really hard to come back from a car crash in the front of a theater. But that's like shouting fire in a theater, but have it be car and then a real car shows up. So I'm trying to figure out like a good transition into this final thing. It's Thanksgiving, and there are very few Thanksgiving specials. Like, part of the reason why we picked to shade the parade today is because the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade is so special to me. There's a Peanut special about Thanksgiving. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a Thanksgiving movie that there are so few of. But one of the greatest things that has ever happened in the theme of Thanksgiving was an episode of TV from decades ago. There was a TV show called WKRP in Cincinnati, and it was about a radio station in Cincinnati. And they aired this episode themed around Thanksgiving. And I found a highlight reel of the episode that's going to give you all the context you need and give you like those good Thanksgiving feels. So I'd really like to end the show by just showing you what this episode is about and just letting it run. But in the meantime, and before we get to it, I just want to thank you and thank all of our guests, Bobby and Royal and Carmen and Sam, for sending us video content. Same with Tyler doing my entire monologue for me. Thanks for that, bro. And then also Blackout for their Ron Bell sketch. I really enjoyed that too. But as a send-off, please enjoy the best parts of this WKRP in Cincinnati episode. And have a good night, you guys.
And I think I hear something now. The crowd is moving out into the parking area. And, oh yes, I can see it now. It's a helicopter. And it's coming this way. A helicopter? It's flying something behind it. I can't quite make it out. It's a large banner. And it says, Happy Thanksgiving. From W. What a sight, ladies and gentlemen, what a sight. The copter seems to be circling the parking area now. I guess it's looking for a place to land. No, something just came out of the back of the helicopter. It's a dark object, perhaps a skydiver, plummeting to the earth from only 2,000 feet into the air. Second to the third. There's no parachutes yet. Happy skydivers. I can't tell just yet what they are, but... Oh my God, they're talking! Oh, Johnny, can you get this? Oh, they're crashing to the earth right in front of our eyes! I just went to the windshield of a parked car! This is terrible. flying around, pushing each other. Oh my goodness! Oh, the humanity! Oh, people are running about. The turkeys are hitting the ground like sacks of wet cement. I don't know how much longer the crowd is running for their lives. I think I'm going to step inside. I can't stay out here and watch this any longer. No, I can't go in there. Children are searching for their mothers, and that's just the Hindenburg tragedy has never been anything like this. I don't know how much longer I can hold my position here, Johnny. The crowd.
Les, are you there? Les isn't there. Thanks for that on-the-spot report, Les. For those of you who just tuned in, the Pinedale Shopping Mall has just been bombed with live turkey. Film at 11.
Should have worked.
Can I help you?
No, I'm fine.
Sir, it was the most unusual promotion idea I ever heard of. Never been anything else like it.
No, I don't suppose there has. I thought it would work. I planned this thing right down to the last detail. It was perfect. Where'd you get those birds? Les, are you okay? I don't know. A man and his 2 children tried to kill me. After the turkeys hit the pavement, the crowd kind of scattered, but some of them tried to attack me. I had to jam myself into a phone booth. Then Mr. Carlson had the helicopter land in the middle of the parking lot. I guess he thought he could save the day by turning the rest of the turkeys loose. It's pretty strange after that.
It's strange.
Yeah, right.
No, Les, come on now, tell us the rest.
I really don't know how to describe it. It was like the turkeys mounted a counterattack. It was almost as if they were organized. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.